Hello everyone, welcome back to Dennis Gaming. Today we'll be fixing HP Compaq. The problem with this one is that it has 4 beeps when you turn it on, and then it just continues on beeping like 4 times and then pauses for a second and then continues on. I checked online, it said that it had a problem. If it has 4 beeps, it has a problem with the power supply, and this type of computers, the power supply is integrated into the board, so I guess I'll have to check the fuses in the board, see if any components went bad, and see if I can replace them and get it to work. Okay, let's start by opening it. First we have to take this off. There we go. Alright, next we'll just pull this and slide it out, but first disconnect this cable. And there we go, and we'll take it out. So next thing, we're gonna have to take off this screw from here. Okay, now you just push it down on this one, and it just comes out like that. So next thing I'm gonna have to take out is this screw right here. First we pull on this part right here. So yeah, first you pull this, so push this in and just take out the hard drive. So yeah, just pull this thing on and the hard drive comes out. So from here, all we have to do is just pull this thing upwards and push the whole frame towards the back, like that. Now what I have to do is I have to take off this, the fan and the power supply. There we go. So we need to take off this power connector. I think this connector goes to the speaker, and this one, it's the fan. So let's go ahead and take this cable out and this one. So now all you do is just pull this upwards. There we go, and it comes out. We can start taking out the heatsink. We have to take off like all those 4 screws that hold the heatsink. So there we go. And
wait a minute,
this thing didn't even have any terminal paste. No wonder it didn't start. Wow, look at that. It has nothing, basically nothing. Let's see what kind of processor it has. Intel Core 2 Duo 3.0 gigahertz E8400. So maybe the problem is the thermal paste on this thing is not good. So let's try to replace that and see if it works afterwards. So we're just gonna put like a pea size of a terminal paste. Yeah, I think it should be enough. Now we're just gonna put this back the way it was. I believe it was some event. Let me check again. I think, yeah, this is the, I believe that was the right way. Alright, let's put it back the way it was. There we go. So let's screw it back in. So we'll put even pressure on all sides. So now let me put this in here. Okay, just has to click in there. And now let's put that heatsink connector and the speaker connector. Okay, there we go. So it's all good. So basically this is good to test. So let me just plug it back in and we'll test it out, see how it goes. So let's go ahead and plug it in and see what it shows us. Okay, so still it has that red, yeah, 4 beeps. Let me try to reset the processor, because sometimes, you know, if it's not aligned with the pads, it's not good. Okay, let's check any pads missing. Nope, it looks good. Now let's double check those pins on the processor. On the processor pins, let's see if they're all good. I don't think I see any missing ones. Ah, maybe I do see one. Looks kind of there's something over here. If you look closely, one of those pins is broken. I can see it. Let me show you. So if you look at the pins, you can kind of see there's one that is kind of ripped off, basically. Yeah, right there, right in the middle of the view. Yeah, so that could be a problem. Okay. So it seems like, yeah, the problem might be the processor itself, and that might be very hard to fix. Okay, let me get some tweezers, see if I can pry it up a little bit, if anything like that. Let me check. Okay, so let me try to put it back and see if it makes any connection. I believe it should be able to. Okay, so we're just gonna drop it in. Make sure it's all good. Okay, now we'll close it. Okay, so let's try to test it. Okay, so still same problem. Hello everyone. Today, So I was continuing on with fixing the HP Compaq Q800, 8000. So the problem I found is that my power supply doesn't have enough power, and I just purchased a higher wattage power adapter, and it will hopefully work after I get the power adapter. So as you can see from this side, it says that the input of this computer is 6.9 amps and 19.5 volts. So that's what it needs to run. So I guess I'll just put everything back and wait for the part to come in. So let me show you. So this is the power adapter I got. This came with the computer. I don't know why. I guess they decided to cheap or something, to buy a cheap one, but didn't look at the watts. This one's 65 watts. I need one that says 135 watts. So yeah, this one is way too low, and that's why I think you can hear those 4 beeps. So hopefully once I get the adapter it would work fine. But now it's going to be time to put everything back. So I guess I'll just clean off that thermal paste and put a new one and put everything back as it was. I did get the power supply here. That's a new one. So it has 7.1 amps, 19 volts. So that should be fine. Yeah, 19.5 to 19 volts is okay. So we'll go ahead and plug it in, see if it turns on. Okay, so as you can see, it has a green light here, and it started up. So let me go ahead and try to plug in. Yeah, it seems like it started. Yeah, very good. So I'll plug in a keyboard and a mouse and a monitor, and I'll check it. So I plugged in a computer screen, a monitor. So it seems like it's not completely filling the screen. So maybe because let me try to restart the computer. So let me see the disconnect. Let me stop it, and let me try to start it one more time. There we go. So I think it should boot up perfect now. There we go. F9 boot menu. So yeah, seems like it's all good. So options not set. Alright, so yeah, the screen is kind of a little bit out of proportions. I'm not sure why, but I guess I'll try to pass that screen first and then we'll see how it goes. Let me plug in a keyboard and I'll try to go into the BIOS settings. Okay, so I plugged in the keyboard. Now let's start it. And let's see what it says. So F9. So let's go to the boot menu. Okay, so it's not responding to anything. And then something, okay, some invalid default value slot. So yeah, I guess, yeah, not doing much here. So let me try to take out the battery and see if I can put a new one, if I have one. Let me try to, maybe I can install Windows on that, but I'll have to create a USB drive first. So I'll let you know once it's done and then we can try that. Okay, so I did make the bootable drive. Let's go ahead and start it up and see if it works. Okay, F9. Huh, not doing much here. Okay, so it says replace the onboard battery. So let me try to replace it. Maybe I can pull it from my laptop and I'll try to replace it. So I managed to fix the display a little bit and now I have at least F1 boot. Let me try to plug in that USB flash drive. With the system, I have Ubuntu Linux on it. So I'm trying to install that system on here. Oh, I guess Windows loaded up. I did check that this battery, but the voltage on it was 3 volts and it seems like it's still good. So, but now I started it up. I just pressed F1 on keyboard and then it started up. Just the only thing I have to do is I'll fix the screen resolution on this. I press like a menu button and then I go to this advanced option, and then I do auto adjustment and it should fix the screen. There we go. So I guess that's it then. I'll just wait for it to start up all the way, and we can just, yep, I have a working HP PC. Yep, that's it, and we can just press yes. I guess I would need a mouse for that. Okay, so it did give me it went on this screen, but the keyboard and the mouse is not being recognized when it gets to this screen, so I can't press anything. And on the back of it, you can see I have the Alt P type keyboard connectors. So, but I don't have any keyboards like that. Otherwise, that's the only way for me to control the screen. So what I'll try to do, I'll try to insert my laptop's hard drive into this computer and see if it starts up without any setup. Or maybe I can try to install the Ubuntu operating system. So let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so I got to the BIOS of the system. So let me go ahead and try to find their boot order. So we can do USB drive first, and then that should be it. And then we can accept F10. And let's also set time and date. Today would be, so F10 should be to save the options. Save and exit F10. Yeah, let's see. So it should boot it. It should try to boot the operating system. Let's see. Okay, boot menu F9. Oh, when I press boot. Oh, there we go. Enter the select boot device, USB device. Oh, there we go. That's Ubuntu, right? So let me go ahead and continue on, see if I can install it. So see, now the keyboard works and the mouse. Okay, there we go. So I'll just go through it and then I'll let you know when it's done. Okay, there we go, and we can just select install Ubuntu. Then we can, yeah, this is good. I think if I press enter it should continue on. Okay, normal installation. Okay, so now we got an option to erase the disk and install Ubuntu. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because I don't have nothing on it. I just want new system, and that should be it. Yep, we can continue on, and we can continue. Okay, the name, like, this should be good. We can continue. All right, now it's installing, so I'll let you know once it's done. Okay, so it's complete and I can restart it. So let's see how it restarts now. Okay, so let me take out the drive and press enter. There we go. Okay, what if I turn it down a bit? Keep saying, oh, there we go. Now what happens if I put it back? Keep changes. Oh, there we go. Now let's adjust the screen. Hey, there we go. Now it's at the right resolution and the screen works. So the system works perfect. So I have everything here. Yeah, I fixed it. So it costed only $15. I bought it on Craigslist, and then I got the power supply for another $10. So okay, so if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.